Hello everyone, my name is Kieran, welcome to RedDevilWeekly. Today we are going to be talking about Toby Alderweireld possibly joining Manchester United and the transfer news surrounding this sort of story, and we're going to get straight into it. Now, before the video starts, please do leave a like if you do enjoy this kind of transfer content, and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. So, let's get straight into it. So obviously, oh, my green screen's acting up a bit actually. I do apologise for that. Let's see if I can sort that out. But we're going to be talking about Toby Alderweireld. If you're just joining the stream, please do get your thoughts on him. Obviously, a lot of speculation surrounding his signature, so it's going to be interesting to see how it all goes down, really. Oh god. But yeah, please leave a like if you are watching. Just need to sort out this. Right. Okay. Right, there we go. Okay. Right, my face, I'm going to have to set that here. Anyway, as I said, welcome to the stream, guys. How are we all doing? Today we're going to be talking about Toby Alderweireld and the reports that Manchester United and Jose Mourinho seem very, very keen on getting him to the club in the summer. Now, obviously, this sort of report comes with all of our kind of defensive problems we've been having recently, and reporters are seemingly putting two and two together and thinking that Jose Mourinho is looking for a bit of a defensive revamp and trying to bring in some players who will sharpen up the defence. Toby Alderweireld seems to be one which he's being linked to quite frequently. Plays for Tottenham, Belgian centre-back, and has been a very, very consistent performance at the peak of his powers right now, around 29 years old, and is a pretty good defender, I must say. Part of a Spurs team who have had a very, very good defensive record, alongside typically Jan Vertonghen, and I would definitely welcome him into the Manchester United team. I think he would definitely be a good addition to the side. Welcome, Darryl. Welcome to the stream. I think he would be a good addition to the side. I think that ultimately, though, I think even though Phil Jones and Chris Smalling have been having some bad performances, I don't think we should immediately turn on our centre backs. I think we have got very, very decent centre backs in our squad, and we have to be very, very grateful for that. Not a lot of teams have very, very good backup centre backs who can do a job for you when needed, but we do have that. And bringing in another centre back, would that disrupt that? It would probably mean that one or two of those centre backs would have to leave in order to make space for him. And if he was going to come in, I definitely think he'd play alongside Eric Bailly in that defence. Obviously, it would mean two very consistent performers. Playing alongside each other, and I think it would be a very, very solid partnership. Probably one of the best centre-back pairings in the Premier League. You got Eric Bailly, who's very quick, he's good at ball playing. You got Toby Alderweireld, who's a bit stronger, but can also do a bit of ball playing as well. So, interesting to see what you guys think about this possible signing. If you are watching, please do leave a like on the stream. That'd be absolutely superb. Welcome Suryanch, and welcome Tubes. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Please do leave a like if you haven't already. And yeah, leave your thoughts in on Toby Alderweireld in the stream, and what you think about possibly bringing him to Old Trafford in the summer. Yep, as you may have heard, after the Real Madrid and PSG game is finished 3-1 to Real Madrid, thanks to late-ish goals from Marcelo and a brace from Cristiano Ronaldo. It was a pretty decent game, to be fair, in terms of... Yeah, it was a pretty decent game, to be fair, in terms of entertainment. I thought the actual kind of layout of the game, the way it played out, there was a lot more kind of, lenient. The referee was a bit less lenient. He pulled up on a lot of stuff. Less contact, a bit more diving, but that's what you're going to get when you get, the French and the Spanish leagues combining, but there we go. But yeah, Ronaldo proving he's a very, very good player. Darryl's going to be happy with the team. Yeah, I think I'd definitely be happy with the team. I would love him to be partnered with someone like Eric Bailly, or just that solid centre-back partnership. Road to 300. Yep, it is the road to 300. And if there's anything you guys can help me out with that, whether it's sharing the video, liking the video, or even subscribing to the channel, that'd be absolutely superb. The goal is to hit 300 by the end of February. That'd be absolutely brilliant. The ultimate goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if we could do that, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Darryl, there probably won't be any Skype tonight. I do apologise. I know you like calling in on the Skype, and we like having you, but the Skype is a bit weird, so probably no Skype tonight. But please do feel free to get your thoughts in the live chat on. I'm going to change this to live chat now. Yeah, get your thoughts in on what you think about Toby Alderweireld, what do you think he brings to the table, and what formation would suit him best. You think playing 4 at the back would suit him best, or maybe playing 3 at the back maybe might be the best thing, or 5? I don't know. You guys have your say in the live chat, and I'll read out your comments. Also, if you are watching this as a video, get your thoughts in the comment section down below. I really want to see you guys get commenting down below after the video is uploaded, your thoughts, and I will have a discussion with you in the comments as well. But yeah, ultimately, I will be doing a preview as well for the Huddersfield game coming up on Friday. I'll be doing a preview for that on Friday, and yeah, I mean, right now, Alderweireld is, as Chief says there, he's a great centre-back. He's definitely a great centre-back. He's someone who's proven in the Premier League, has been involved in a defence which has one of the best defensive records, and he's just someone who is just very, very calm, cool, collected, has played on the biggest stages, and I think would be a very, very good fit for Manchester United. Obviously, a lot of the speculation comes with him seemingly stalling on a new contract at Spurs. So the papers and things like that have linked him with Manchester United. Obviously, we're needing a new centre-back. Or, well, do you think we need a new centre-back? I mean, that's a good question I'm going to pose to you guys. Do you think we really need a new centre-back in the team? Obviously, after our last few defensive performances, they've not been too great. But ultimately, do you think we need to have a overhaul in the defence, bring in a few defenders? Or do you think the defence we have now is alright? Maybe one more addition would be okay, but no more than that. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think about that. I definitely think he would be a great signing for Manchester United to make. I think he would bring a lot to the table. Like composure, experience as well. And being at 29 years old, he's at the peak of his powers, really. So we'll be getting a ready-made centre-back who would be able to help us win things in the foreseeable future, alongside Eric Bailly. And I think it'd be a very good partnership, as Tube says there. I think it'd be a fantastic centre-back partnership with those two. Darryl says he's playing at Santiago Bernabeu against Real Madrid in the Champions League. Yeah, no, and that's a good point. He has got that kind of high-level experience playing against the best players. So I definitely think he would be a decent addition, especially with the experience that he could bring to that back line. Obviously, you could argue that Chris Smalling and Phil Jones under Sir Alex Ferguson have had some decent experience in the top level. Welcome, Crazy Pizza Gaming. Welcome to the stream. They have had a good experience at the top level as well, but I think that ultimately, when you get someone like Toby Alderweireld, who's been putting in some fantastic, performances for Spurs when he has been there, so I think we should get him in. I think we should get him in. Oh yeah, Liverpool winning 5-0 against Porto, basically winning the tie and going through to the quarterfinals already. Hopefully that happens for us next Wednesday. Welcome Ryan, welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? If you are watching, guys, and you haven't already, please do hit that like button. It means a lot to me. Can we hit 10 likes on this stream? That'd be absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it was a good win for Real Madrid. If you're just joining, Real Madrid have beaten PSG by 3-1 in a very hotly anticipated fixture. Real Madrid have come out on top. And crazy the game, it'll be a draw next week. Fair. I mean, yeah, Anfield, possibly Porto will step it up, but Porto just absolutely rolled over for Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool are played really, really well, but by the sounds of it, Porto didn't put up that much of a that much of a good performance. So yeah, not very good from them. And considering they were unbeaten in 26 games prior coming into this one, so not very good from Porto at all. Crazy game says White Neymar to score all 4 goals. Yeah, I don't know, mate. But it does seem like that tie in Porto is wrapped up. But I think PSG at home can come back into this one. Obviously, having that away goal, 2 goals for PSG, and they're looking good. Ryan says City and Liverpool basically through to the next round. Yeah, I agree. They're definitely through to the next round. And hopefully we can do the same thing against Sevilla. We can go there. Obviously, Sevilla are a very, very decent team. Very, very solid. And we need to be on our best defensive display because they've got some good forward players. But if we were able to kind of win very convincingly in Sevilla, I mean, I'd definitely take a 2-0 win right now. If you offered me a 2-0 win, I would probably take it. A 1-0 win is alright, but it still leaves it in a very precarious position. Crazy Peter Gaming says, do you think we're going to win the Champions League? Chelsea got Barcelona. How is that going to go? Well, 2 good questions there. First of all, I don't think we're going to win the Champions League. I think there's other teams in it who've got a lot stronger squads and are just playing better than us at the moment. Jose Mourinho has had experience of winning the Champions League with 2 different sides, but you know, you never know really. We could win it, but I sincerely doubt it. And then also Chelsea versus Barcelona is a very mouth-watering fixture, some may say. And ultimately, I think that it's going to be a very, very tight game. Although I do think Barcelona are going to have too much class for them, and they're going to beat them over 2 legs. And Chelsea, unfortunately for them, did not get a very good draw, and they will probably go out of the competition. Ryan says all English teams will go through except Chelsea. I think that's probably accurate. I mean, Spurs have still got a bit to do against Juventus, but you know, a good performance at Wembley, and I think they're through, aren't they? Because they've got the 2 away goals. So yeah, they're in the driving seat there, but you know, Juventus are still a very, very strong outfit. Darryl doesn't think we're going to win the Champions League. Yeah, I agree, Darryl. Unfortunately, my optimism is the same as yours, my friend. Not too high on the Champions League, but I would like to have a good go here, have a good run in the Champions League. That would be great. Ryan says FA Cup on Saturday. Yeah, FA Cup is on Saturday against Huddersfield away. A game which we tripped up against earlier in the season. 2-1 loss. Hopefully the players can get back up for that. Pogba apparently not going to be available for that game as well because of an injury he picked up against Newcastle. So it's going to be interesting how we set up in that game. I will be doing a preview for that game on Friday. But yeah, get your thoughts on that if you want to in the live chat or anything else to do with Manchester United. Please do. Crazy Peter Game says, I don't think we'll win anything this year. I haven't watched for the Champions League. I mean, yeah, I don't. I mean, obviously, I'd love to think we could win something this year. I think the FA Cup is a definite possibility for us to win. But we'll just have to wait and see with that one. If we get good ties and we just play well. I mean, after Saturday, we'll be into the quarter-final of the FA Cup. So, you know, it'll be looking good in that competition. But we need to kind of, you know, we need to make sure we get through that one first. Tubes' team for Huddersfield goes as follows: Romero, Darmian, Rojo, Lindelof, Shaw, Carrick, Blind, McTominay, Ibrahimovic, Mata and Rashford. So a pretty defensive formation really going into that game. And obviously Ibrahimovic getting a place in the team. That'd be very interesting as well. Obviously the last time he played was I think it was against who was it? Bristol City, I think it was the last time he played. So yeah, I mean, getting him in the squad possibly. Mata and Rashford as well, 2 players who have been out. I'm not sure if Rashford's going to be available for the game, to be fair, but yeah, I'm not sure if he. But I think we do need to start playing people like Lindelof and Rojo. I think you're right, Tubes. I think you know, Chris Smalling and Jones haven't been playing too well, but I think if we played you know, Lindelof and Rojo, I think that would be better than Jones and Chris Smalling. I think I don't understand why we don't play Lindelof, to be honest. I think we brought him in for what, like 30 odd million, and I think he has done a decent job when he has, you know, sort of grown into the Premier League, and I think he would do a decent job. I'm not sure what Jose Mourinho's doing, not playing him, but there we go. Trade me that Jesse Lingard is going to play for me. Yeah, I mean, I think Jesse Lingard is probably going to play in that match. I think it's a match for him, really. Similar to the Swansea game for Jesse Lingard, that one. But I would like to see Jesse Lingard kind of recapture the form that he was showing a few months ago, because that would really, really help us at the moment. Oh yeah, combined 11 for Huddersfield, Manchester United. Well, I guess David De Gea, Luke Shaw. I'm going to say Eric Bailly's in it, and Phil Jones and Valencia, Pogba, Matic. Yeah. I mean, there's no point in doing it, really. The only person who might be able to state a case is maybe, I don't know. I actually don't know, but there we go. Ryan says, we are in bad form at the moment, so we need our next two away games will be difficult. Yeah, I 100% agree. Obviously, Huddersfield and then Sevilla away. Two very, very difficult games to play away from home. But you know, if you know, man, we need to step up, really. We need to kind of show our character. We need to, you know, bounce back from our bad form, and hopefully we can do that. Hopefully we can do that. We need to start against Huddersfield as well, going through in a cup competition. That would be brilliant. And then also against Sevilla, putting in a very, very good performance. Tubes' bench is Joel Pereira, Jones, Young, Gomez, Chong, Martial and Sanchez. So a pretty strong bench, really. Also a bit of youth on that bench as well. Andre Gomez, Tanith Chong as well. I would love to see him play as well. Tanith Chong. Apparently he's I'm not the first name. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but there we go. But let's just, you know, Chong is very, very good. And I've seen a few highlights of him. He does look like he is ready for a step up to the first team. So we'll see how that one goes. But I would like to see him in that first team position. Darryl says the only good player for the Huddersfield is their chairman. Yeah, mate. I agree. I don't know how we lose to Newcastle, Crazy Pizza. I don't know how we lose to Newcastle, mate. It was a combination of poor possession play and not taking our chances when we got them. We got a lot of chances, didn't take them when we needed to, and we got punished. You know, Matt Ritchie scored a good goal, and Newcastle did what they had to do. If I lean forward, then. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll lean forward then. No, it doesn't work. Okay, let's just sit a bit lower then. Okay, oh, I tell you what, I'm craving a McDonald's right now after you said that, mate. I'm craving McDonald's, but obviously next weekend there's a Chelsea Champions League and Manchester United Champions League as well. Arsenal play tomorrow. The football keeps on coming. The football keeps on coming, and I'm very, very happy with that. See you later, Crazy Peter. Thanks for joining. Please do leave a like, and if any of you guys who are watching haven't already, hit that like button, please. It means a lot. Also, if you are on social media, my Twitter link is in the description down below, so if you want to follow me for all exclusive content for the channel, go check me out on Twitter. But yeah, also, if you want to share the stream around, I really, really appreciate it. Darryl says, Bayern next week in the Champions League. Yeah, obviously Bayern Munich in the Champions League. I'm not sure who they're playing, but I think they're playing like Besiktas or something. But they are in the Champions League next week. So yeah, the football keeps on coming. Obviously, Saturday we play against Huddersfield, and as I said, a preview will be coming for that game. Ryan says there's a new deal. Sky have got to show 3 PM games. That is solid. That's I really like that to happen, to be fair. Although it does kind of spoil match of the day a bit. It does kind of spoil match of the day, but yeah, if Sky do show 3 PM games, but there we go. But ultimately, you know, the deal, you know, that sort of deal between Sky, BT Sport, and all those companies is what it is. Really, we have to live with it, and you know, we can't do anything about it. But it's interesting if they are going to show 3 PM games, because for so long they've been, you know, non-televised. You can't watch them on TV here until like 10 o'clock. So, yeah. Yeah, as long as they're live, really. You know, I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, BT Sport getting only one of the 5 packages that have been announced. So it does seem like Sky Sports are kind of dominating the packages. But we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure which one I'd rather have, to be fair. Currently I've got both, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have to kind of downgrade or upgrade either way, but I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, keep getting your thoughts in. Keep getting your thoughts in on a possible transfer for Toby Alderweireld. I think he would be. I think he would be a decent addition. But also just anything else to do with Manchester United. Please do leave your thoughts on the live chat as well. Yeah, I am gay, actually. But yeah. That's just a beanbag chair. He doesn't have any stuffed animals he keeps in his bed. Thanks, Big O. Thanks, Big O. Tube says there was some city idiot in your last video. Oh right, oh the true Mancunian. Oh yeah, the true. Oh yeah. I mean, he's a nice guy inside. He's a nice guy. Just guided down the wrong path, really, unfortunately. But I've talked with him on Skype. He's an alright guy. I think he originally came from one of Zach's streams, which is in the. If you want to go subscribe to his channel, it's in the link in the description. But yeah, I think it was on Zach's stream and he came over to this one. But you know, if he subscribes to the channel, all good, all good. Dal says Bayern versus Wolfsburg, United versus Huddersfield, and Cardiff versus Borough are my 3 games this weekend. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, hopefully get you a full house of wins. Obviously, last week Manchester United let you down, as they let down all of us here, really. Also, I'm looking for the kind of content to do, like, because I want to like upload every single day. I want to kind of get into a schedule of uploading either every single day of having a set schedule where you know, you guys know when I'm gonna live stream and you know when I'm gonna go live. So if there's any sort of ideas for sort of other sort of content I can do on the channel, then please do let me know. I'm trying to come up with stuff, but obviously I do enjoy doing these kinds of streams. But if you know, anything else that would interest you, please do let me know. Alderweireld to United latest. There we go. Can't see Borough winning yet. Well, I'm not sure. Where are they in the league? Where are they in the league? I don't know. Are they going to get promoted this year? I don't know. Chief says, Borough need a win. Come on, the Borough. Yeah. Come on, the Borough. Come on, you Borough. Come on, you Borough. I mean, we slapped them twice when Man United, when they're in the Premier League. We slapped them twice. So there we go. What happened to United lads? I don't know, mate. I don't know, to be fair. They haven't really uploaded in a while. I think it's been a month since they last uploaded. They last uploaded like the Everton game. I think they did a review for that. And yeah, if you look on their channel, they've actually deleted quite a few of their videos. So I don't know what's going on there. So I haven't really been in contact with them. The last time. Right, there's Big O there. But The last time I spoke to them was on the big collab, really. So.
Guardiola, we've got Guardiola, we've got Guardiola.
Shut up.
Guardiola, we've got Guardiola, we've
Brilliant,
got
brilliant.
Guardiola ahead of our time.
Darryl says Borough are 9th.
Borough,
Fair enough.
Borough,
I just did that. I just did that. Oh, goodness me. Ryan says, do daily Man United news and how other leagues and competitions are doing. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's an interesting one. Obviously, I could branch out into other... Oh, shut up!
Sergio.
If you want to get on my streams, have you make your own channel.
Good night.
Ryan said, do a daily Man United. Yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, I could comment on like, how other leagues and that are doing. Maybe do a bit of a roundup on that. That'd be decent actually. Or maybe, yeah, I mean, I'd like to do daily sort of Man United news and things like that. Obviously, sometimes there isn't news to comment on, but yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. Thank you very much, Ryan. I appreciate that. Chooses is Big O a Borough fan. I don't know, mate. I don't know. He just likes chanting. I mean, he was chanting about Aguero just then. So, I mean, he's a City fan, really. I mean, I think he's a die-hard blue inside. On the outside, he's a plastic red. On the inside, he's a die-hard blue. You can tell. Oh goodness me. Ryan says, do more Man United live streams. Yeah. I'll try to. I'll try and you know, make it more regular than that, because obviously I want to make sure you guys have regular content from me and everything like that. So yeah, I do wanna do that for you guys, and maybe I might do I mean, obviously I'll do, you know, United news, possible debates and things like that. So yeah, watch-alongs. Yeah, I could do watch-alongs actually. Yeah, I've been trying to do watch-alongs. Obviously, sometimes it's harder for me to do watch-alongs, but I did a watch-along. If you haven't already, for the Newcastle game, that was a decent watch-along. So do you know what I'm thinking of doing is doing a watch-along for like a 3 PM kickoff, because obviously you know, it's not televised at the moment. So if I did a watch along for like a 3 PM kickoff, I think that would be pretty decent, and we can kind of be in the same boat in that we're getting the same kind of you know, we both are watching it on a live stream and that. So yeah, I think I might start doing watch alongs for the 3 PM kickoffs maybe. That might be a good idea. So yeah, decent ideas from you guys tonight. Very happy with that. Also, I want to get you guys' opinions. How long do you think these streams should be? Because obviously, usually I go for like an hour, but sometimes I've talked about a lot of stuff, but an hour is kind of a bit long. So, do you think like they should be half an hour or an hour or 45 minutes? Get your thoughts in that. Chooses Big O as another Chris Pajak. Yeah, he is. He loves a bit of Chris Pajak from Redman TV. Oh, good. I mean, he'll be freaking loving it. I don't know how Liverpool got so good. Why Liverpool so good now? I'm so worried they're gonna take second place off us. Darryl says Cardiff 2-1 Borough. Phil hoping for a draw. That's unfortunate. Darryl, reach for the stars, my friend. Reach for the stars, and you might land on the moon. There you go. Hopefully not the blue moon. But there we are. Darryl says 1 hour. I mean, yeah, I like going for 1 hour. I like just kind of getting your thoughts on, you know, I like just keep going as long as you guys will, you know, keep getting your thoughts in and kind of asking me questions and debates and that. I just like, I'll probably just carry on once until like that sort of slows down. Choosing Liverpool lost to Swansea and West Brom last month. Yeah, to be fair, they did, and that's the thing. They lost Liverpool and West Brom. They're quite inconsistent in the way against the smaller teams they're not that good, but against kind of the bigger teams it seems like they're quite decent. But as Ryan says there, hopefully we smash Liverpool at Old Trafford, and that is going to be a very, very important period for us because we've got Liverpool and Chelsea coming up in that sort of period. So we need to, we need to beat those two. If we get 6 points from those two, then all the drop points that we've had recently won't mean as much. So, and it will really help us in the run-in for the top 4 spaces if we were able to get at least 4 points from those 2 games. So there we are. Tube says, to be fair, our attack of Sanchez, Martial, Lukaku, Pogba, Mata, Lingard, etc. should be doing much better. Should be scoring a lot more than they do. Poor finishing, not clinical or ruthless. Yeah. I totally agree. I think the Newcastle game was a huge example of that. Obviously, Martial threw on goal. You would say he's kind of Mr. Reliable in those situations and kind of Mr. Composure, but he just lacked the composure. Put it in the wrong corner, really. So yeah, that was Martial, and we just haven't been ruthless enough. We haven't been taking teams apart like we were at the start of the season, which is a bit worrying, and we do need to kind of do a bit better with that. But I do think that they'll start to gel together, and we will start seeing some big performances from those guys. Ryan said Liverpool have a good attack, so against the weak defences they'll destroy them. Yeah, I think. I definitely agree. I think Liverpool, so against, sorry, I was just reading your comment. Yeah, no, against the weaker defenders, they do destroy them. I mean, we saw against Man City. Man City are a very, very good attacking side, but their defence is pretty weak. So I 100% agree with that. Eric Cantona says it can't be limited. Welcome, Eric Cantona, by the way. Welcome to the stream, my friend. It says it can't be limited. It will be as long as you feel it should. P.S. Who was shouting? You should punch him in the head. Yeah, that was Big O. If you don't know about that, but yeah, Big O was shouting about Man City. But thank you very much for joining, Eric. Please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. But I know you're already subscribed because you are a G. Tube says, we haven't been free-flowing since Fergie left. Yeah, our kind of attacking flair, the way we've been really, the way we've been absolutely bombing teams with Sir Alex Ferguson, just absolutely destroying them, is, we haven't really been doing that. I mean, the early sign we saw was Jose Mourinho at the start of the season. We saw that he was kind of, doing that, but now we're not really doing that now. Tube says, we never get 6-0 or 5-0 wins, and the 4-0 wins we had under Jose in August, September seem one-offs. Yeah, we were called 4-0 FC at one point, but it doesn't seem to be happening at all anymore, which is annoying. Welcome, Asian Gamer. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. If you are watching, guys, please do leave a like on the stream. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And yeah, Ryan says, I prefer Sanchez in attacking midfield, Martial on the left and Mata on the right. Yeah, I think Martial would definitely do better on the left-hand side. And I think Alexis Sanchez is great in that sort of central attacking midfield role because he's one of those players you need in and around the box, making things happen. And I think when he plays in the central attacking midfield role, he's definitely, he's definitely kind of, he's definitely affecting the play more, and he would definitely look a bit more dangerous when he's in that position, in my opinion. When he's coming off the side, he has to rely more on kind of, service to him, and he has to do a lot more work than if he's kind of in the central attacking midfield role, but there we go. Thanks, Asian Gamer. Yeah, DLM75 made this background for me, so yeah, props to him for making it. Tube says, even the cup games versus Derby and Yeovil were both 1-0 until later. We scored and got 2-0 and 4-0 wins. They should have been better 5-0 and 6-0 wins. Yeah, we should have been ruthless with the chances we had. Especially against Derby, we were all over them in that game, but we just didn't take those chances. Yeovil, obviously, once Yeovil were tired, they obviously League 2 versus Premier League opposition. It was always going to happen towards the end that they were going to get a bit more tired because they weren't going to be able to keep up with United's intensity, and that's when we did get the goals. But yeah, I think they should have been better, to be fair. I think they definitely should have been better, more convincing wins. And we should have won the game earlier in the, earlier. Tube said, I think Lukaku has improved since the Man City game. Yeah, I think, obviously, he scored 19 goals in all competitions this season. And, Firmino has scored 20 goals in all competitions. And people are saying he's just a class above. And yet Lukaku has only scored one less. So, make of that what you will. But I think Lukaku does a lot more than just score goals. He also is very, very good at movement, setting up the play as well. And I think his passing game has actually been really, really good. And in a Jose Mourinho side, you all have to kind of pull together. So I think even though he's not I think that ultimately he does need to start scoring a bit more, maybe taking a few more of his chances. But ultimately, he is doing pretty. He does. Yeah, I think as Ryan says there, he probably needs to score more in the league to kind of make himself and stamp his mark more in the league. But I think hopefully he will do that, and hopefully he'll, as time goes on, he'll become a more and more effective player for United. Ryan says Vardy is more in the league than... Vardy's got 13 in the league. Obviously, Lukaku has got less than that. Tube says he looks more confident holding the ball better and should have a few assists, but Martial, Sanchez missed. Yeah, that is unfortunate, to be fair. It is unfortunate when Martial and Sanchez and people miss the target, because we would be talking a lot more highly of Lukaku if the players in front of him did take the chances. And that's the thing. That's the thing with midfield players. You can set up your forward players loads, but if they don't take the chances, then you won't get remembered, unfortunately. Asian Games is best setup ever, in my opinion. Better than United stand. Well, thank you very much for that. I think it does look pretty nice, actually. It does look very, very nice. Obviously, the green screen's a bit buggy or whatever, but hopefully that does get sorted out. See you, Darryl. Thank you very much for joining the stream, buddy. Really do appreciate it. If you want to go subscribe to Darryl's channel, link in the description down below for his channel, and go watch his content. It's absolutely fantastic. Chief says Lukaku in the big games is like Tottenham away. Just because he has poor service, he can't get Mooney, be lazy, and put no effort in, even if the team around him has been poor. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Obviously, even though you don't get service, he's got to still put the work in, and he's got he's got to still put the work in, and just keep going. If you got to be tenacious, you got to have the desire, and I think I think he needs to kind of work on that. But I think he is definitely a quality player on his day, and he is one of those players where he does usually finish his chances, but he just hasn't really been getting that many assists recently. Ryan says they took on players and scored 20+ goals in the leagues. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Eric Cantona says Vardy has more of a nasty streak. He will give you an elbow, and I do agree with that, definitely. And he also goes on to say that he lets people pick on him. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Vardy is a lot more kind of an aggressive player, someone who's really tenacious, chomping at the bit, really going for it. And I think Lukaku's not that doesn't have that kind of aggressive, ruthless streak about him. But yeah, I think, as Tubes just pointed out there, Vardy does score against the big teams. Lukaku doesn't really do that, but Vardy usually does score against the bigger teams. So ultimately, Lukaku needs to improve that about his game, but I'm sure he will. Welcome DLM75, welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? Please do leave a like if you haven't already. And I mean, yeah, chat shit, get banged. Chat shit, get banged. Jamie Vardy, no nonsense, gets in there and finishes with aplomb. Ryan says Lukaku holds the ball up and gets a lot of assists. Yeah, and I think he would get a lot more assists if the players in front of him actually kind of finish the chances. But it's unfortunate that it doesn't really happen for him. But yeah, apparently need to move the webcam up a bit. Oh yeah, it is as well. technical difficulties. Oh, for goodness sake, right. No. Right, hold on a second. Right, there we are. That should be better now. That should be better now. Okay. Right, there we go. Thank you very much, DLM. Appreciate that. Hopefully it'll be in that position next time, which is good. But yeah, hopefully hopefully that's a bit better. Obviously, I didn't have to move it that much, but yeah. It's the details, Eric. It's the details. Little details make it better. Little details. You know, attention to detail is what you need. But yeah, I do agree. It's a bit, but you know, at least now I'm inside the box. But sometimes it's better to think outside the box, if you know what I mean. DNM75 says, I don't care if Lukaku don't score goals as long as he plays well for the team. Yeah, I agree. I think as long as he kind of you know, I think obviously, you know, even though he's not scoring goals, he's doing a lot for the team, setting up players, you know, setting and sort of making passes. And I thought against Newcastle, he actually played quite well. He just didn't get the finish that he wanted. But obviously, you know, strikers do, as Ryan says there, they need goals really, and the main job of the striker is to score goals, in all fairness. But I do think he is playing quite well, even though he's not scoring goals. I would like to see him add some more goals to his game, to be honest. But hopefully next season, or maybe towards the end of this season, we'll see the real Romelu Lukaku playing without fear and scoring goals for fun. And I really hope we do see that, because we know how much potential he's got. We know, you know, he's got that, you know, that Premier League pedigree, you know, banging in goals, and I hope he does fulfill that in seasons to come. But he scored 19 goals in all competitions. Will he get that 20th goal against Huddersfield? I don't know, but yeah. DNM said, couldn't believe a lot of United fans were giving stick to Lukaku against Newcastle. I thought he didn't do that bad against Newcastle. I thought he actually had an alright game, even though he didn't score the goal. I thought really you should be giving stick to people like Martial and Sanchez who missed their opportunities. Really, it wasn't Lukaku's fault in my opinion, but yeah, I think that Lukaku unfortunately didn't get the service in that game really, and didn't. You know, if we had finished our chances, then we would have won that game, and no one would have been talking about the performance. But yeah, Tubes, yeah, Lukaku played well, I agree, but he also says Pogba played poor, and I do agree with that. I think that obviously there's this predicament with Paul Pogba, and obviously he is unavailable for the Huddersfield game due to injury, so he probably was playing through a slight knock in the Newcastle game. But I think that Pogba didn't do a great performance against Newcastle. I thought Newcastle, you know, is a type of game he needs to be kind of, you know, showing his authority, dominating the midfield. I think ultimately he's not very good in that. He can't really play in that two-man midfield. I think he should be playing in a three-man midfield with Matic and Herrera. I think that that's his best position. And with Paul Pogba, he's not really a, you know, he's not really a defensive player. We need him to kind of be able to have license to go forward, because when he gets forward, that is when he can create things. And when he's having to defend, he's not good. So I think we need to play him in a three-man midfield, maybe a 4-3-3 formation, and give him that license to go forward, give him that protection behind him, so he can go forward and create things. And with Pogba up there, Sanchez, Martial, Lukaku, I mean, only good things can come from that. Only good things. DNM says, I noticed that Lukaku and Sanchez have a strong partnership since they arrived, which is good. I mean, I have noticed they've been building a bit of a partnership, obviously on the training ground. You know, they have to be building a kind of partnership and, you know, playing together. And hopefully it does blossom into a brilliant partnership where Sanchez and Lukaku can, you know, they can play together really well. Ryan says Lukaku is a good player, but is thick. Yeah, I mean it's an interesting point. I think. I definitely think Lukaku is a good player, and I think right now he's not fulfilling his ultimate potential. We know he can be a player who can score the same amount of goals as Harry Kane, or, you know, what Mo Salah is doing. He can do that. He has got the potential to do that, but he's just not performing at the moment. And I think one of the bigger things is he needs to kind of work out a way of how to be more effective in the bigger games, and hopefully he can add that to his game. But yeah, as I said, guys, if you are watching, please do leave a like on the stream. I really appreciate that. Martial's annoyed with Sanchez's arrival as he's taken this left mid role. Yeah, obviously, I definitely think that Martial's better coming off the left. It's his natural position right now. He's been playing it for more time. I think I definitely think Sanchez will be better as a number 10. I think that you know, Martial on the left, Sanchez as a number 10, Mata on the right, someone like that, or maybe even Rashford on the right. And then Lukaku up front, I think would be a much better and much more effective attacking formation than putting Martial on the right, because he's not comfortable there. It's obvious he's not comfortable there. Ryan says, Dylan says, sometimes I feel Lukaku should play on the wing as he can whip some nice balls. He has been good at crossing. He's created a few decent opportunities this season from crossing balls in. But ultimately, I think as a striker, he needs to be in that box, you know, trying to score goals like we know he can do. But I think he is good, you know, counter-attack wise, when he can get into any position attacking and he can whip the ball in and, you know, head it in. Or, you know, whip the ball in for other players as well. And it's one of the things, he's kind of an all-rounder. He's not just a striker. He can, you know, set things up as well, which is very good to have in a team. But yeah. DNM says, how about Pogba as a cam? I think ultimately that'll be better than him as being a box-to-box midfielder, because I don't think that Paul Pogba is a box-to-box midfielder. I think that he is more of an attacking minded midfielder, and I think playing him in the cam role will at least give him some kind of you know, some kind of closure as to where he should be playing. And I think ultimately you probably play better there than in a sort of defensive midfield role. So yeah, I'll be all up for Pogba being cam. So yeah, maybe Pogba cam, Sanchez on the right and Martial on the left. I think that would be a decent formation there. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. I think this is a good time to end the stream. I really do appreciate all your support on the stream and all your comments. Please do get your thoughts in the comments section down below on what you thought about and what you think about Toby Alderweireld, and also anything else discussed within the stream. Last comment from DLM: did you watch some of the Real Madrid match? Yes, I did, my friend. It was a pretty entertaining match. Real Madrid winning 3-1. But yeah, decent result for them. But it's still all to play for in the second leg. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Please do leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Road to 300 subscribers. Thank you very much for watching, and I may see you guys tomorrow. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. And yeah. No problem. Thank you very much for watching, Eric. Thanks for watching, DLM75. And thanks to everyone. Thanks, Tubes. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks to everyone for watching who has been watching. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Thanks for your... I just want to say thank you, everyone, for your, you know, continued loyal support to the channel. Without you guys, I mean, I don't think I'd be doing these live streams. So I really appreciate that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one.